You're listening to The Great Give on WNHH LP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio. Take it away, Marcey.
Hello again. I'm still here, and I'm here with my last guest for my segment. Ooh. And I really am excited about this one specifically. It is Connecticut CASA, and because I've had somebody get help, and I've been through the story, so it just kind of touched me right there. And Connecticut CASA, CASA actually stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates. And if you can think of having somebody that has a clear mind in the middle of your stressful situation that can help you through your situation with your child, this is a place that you can go to. And it's very close to family court. So I just really am excited to have you both here. Tell us more. Tell us more about the organization. Tell us.
Thank you, Marcy. So I'll begin. I'm the executive director, and Anamaria is one of our newest board members.
Oh,
so
right.
I can provide a brief overview and then invite her to speak as a professional who recently volunteered for our board. So we're part of a national movement, CASAs in virtually every state around the country. And the idea is that children have various professionals in their lives, social workers, medical professionals, attorneys, but everyone can benefit from having a dedicated volunteer because the professionals have heavy caseloads. So the idea is that the volunteers build a relationship with the child, connect them and their families to resources and services, promote resilience through those relationships, and then make recommendations periodically to the judges to inform their decisions about the children's best interests.
Amazing. Amazing.
And, you know, the opioid epidemic has been a very serious contributor to child neglect as well as abuse. And of course, mental health is a real challenge for children as well as for their parents. So Anamaria is a professional at the Yale Child Study Center, both conducting therapy herself and helping to train young therapists. So she could talk more about how she got involved.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so again, thank you so much for having us here. And as Josiah mentioned, I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I'm at the Yale Child Study Center, and there I wear a couple of different hats. I'm an assistant clinical professor of social work. I'm also a student supervisor, but my favorite thing that I do there is I'm an outpatient clinician. And that is my favorite role, and my focus is working with youth that have gone through trauma, that are going through trauma. And I see them, I see their families and their parents. So that's my role. I'm excited to be part of CASA.
Yes, and a lot of success stories I can imagine that help you sleep very well at night because of the work that you do. And I appreciate the work that you do because I know that with everything going on with our children, so you have a lot of children that have a lot of PTSD, and it's way too, you know, it's so horrible what they're going through. So an organization like yours definitely needs the support of the community. And I'm imploring, like I said, to every guest, I'm imploring everybody that listens to me to spend $5 on 10 organizations or $10 on 10, on 5 organizations, whichever. But, you know, you would definitely be one. I'll definitely be pushing that. I didn't know, I knew CASA was around, but I didn't know the intricacies of it. It's like, you know, they have the GALs or guardian ad litem, but there's nothing like having an advocate that's kind of one-on-one and really being intricate. So I, again, appreciate the work that you do. So just tell me more about how parents get in touch with you. If it's the family that gets in touch with you, or if you see a court situation and are injected into it, how does that work?
Sure. Yeah, that's a good question, Marcy. So, you know, CASA stands for court appointed, so our volunteers have to be appointed by judges, and this is for a case that's already in the child protection side of the juvenile court.
Got it.
So our hope is to get involved in as many cases as possible in a preventative way before the children have been removed. So these cases are called protective supervision. And the idea is, as long as it's safely possible, the child can remain with the family. And our volunteers can, again, help connect the child and family to various resources and services, after school programs, summer programs, early childhood, for example. But in some cases, the children are removed, at least temporarily, into foster care, and we're also appointed in those cases. And the hope is that as soon as safely possible, they can be reunified with their families. And if not, that extended kin or so-called fictive kin, you know, people who know these children can have the placement. So, you know, only as a last resort is there an adoption or a transfer of guardianship. And again, whenever possible, we try to find an aunt or an uncle or a grandparent or something like that. As we work in concert with DCF and the attorneys, it's very collaborative, but it is important to have a volunteer building that relationship with the child and really focusing on what that child's best interests may be. Yeah, and I should make clear, we work with kids from birth to 18, so a very wide range. Very, very wide range.
I'm a youth commissioner for New Haven, so I understand the work that you do is amazing. You know, it's amazing because I can imagine that you have those times where you want to reunify, where you come to that decision that, you know, it really isn't the best for the child. So a lot of times, if you have that situation, how does it affect you? Because, you know, you also have to take care of your own mental health, especially when you're in mental health. So,
yeah, there is this term vicarious trauma. Maybe I should ask Anamaria to speak to that. She's the professional.
Yes.
No, I think that's such a good question and so important for clinicians, and I think any folk that kind of work in this to think about. And vicarious trauma is a thing that can happen. I think for me, the most important thing is having community, right? Having community where I work, having community outside of work and the things that I'm involved in. And also like leaning into the people around you, into your family, whatever your support network looks like. I think that those things are really important.
Yes, and self-care. And self-care. I say it to men too, because some men, you know, get that thing, go fishing, whatever you need to do for that hour or walk through. Yeah. So it's important, especially with what the kids are seeing that some of us as adults have never seen, and we're trying to help them do that. So again, your Great Give, greatgive.org. Go right on in CASA, Connecticut CASA, and court-appointed special advocate. But it's Connecticut CASA, and it is literally a savior for you and your child, pretty much. So that way you have somebody that's non-biased in the middle of you guys and being able to tell the courts once they've appointed what's really going on beyond the GAL, beyond. Family court is tough. It's tough. It really is tough. And I appreciate the work that you both do. So go to greatgive.org and look up Connecticut CASA and give your money, because we need your money. Because we got to keep these kids safe. We can only keep those kids safe if we keep advocates like Connecticut CASA. I thank you so much again, and I hope you make your goal and then some. And I'm claiming that we will get to our 5 million and even more for everyone. And there's so many great organizations in Connecticut and New Haven, and I am glad that you are one.
Well, thank you, Marcey, and your colleagues for this opportunity. And I want to thank all of our volunteer advocates, as well as the donors, for supporting our work and making it possible. And thank you, Anamaria, and our other board members and advisors.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, have a wonderful day and reach that goal. Reach that goal. The kids need you. Don't stop doing what you're doing.